the best choice for President of the United States.
He just keeps on coming because he loves this country too.
Wondering which celebs are voting for Trump? Well, the big orange man has got quite a few followers. Some are pretty obvious to me, but a lot of these celebs are pretty shocking. From Nelk to Mel Gibson, let's take a look at some celebs who are voting for Trump this election cycle. We want to bring back the community on this channel. We have giveaways and contests coming soon. For now, let us know in the comments who to do next, and if we pick yours, we'll shout you out. Now, let's get into the video. Theo Von. It wouldn't surprise anyone if Theo Von voted for Trump. I think he's probably the prime demographic for him. But you have to give credit where it's due. Theo Von asked Trump some good personal questions that did humanize him a bit when he had him on his podcast this past weekend on the 20th of August, 2024.
And you don't drink or smoke, right?
I don't drink or smoke.
You never have?
No, I never have.
Theo hasn't stated who exactly he's voting for, but he has said in the past that a lot of people get Trump wrong and paint him as something he isn't. Not exactly a supportive comment, but not a dismissive one either. He also just had JD Vance, Trump's candidate for VP, on the same podcast on the 22nd of October 2024. Considering he's reached out to Kamala for an interview and she hasn't gotten back to him, I'd say it's easy to see who's got Theo's vote. Nelk Boys. JD Vance, Donald Trump's running partner for vice president, is working with Canadian-American social media influencers, the Nelk Boys, on TikTok. Vance's first ever TikTok video is a 9-second clip in which he accepts a gift from the Nelk creator, Kyle Beauregard.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. We'll use it on the airplane. Thanks, dude. See you guys.
The partnership is a component of Send the Vote, a new campaign started by a group of Trump supporters. The goal of the $20 million US voter registration and turnout campaign is to appeal to young guys, who are the demographic that Nelk's content appeals to. The Nelk Boys TikTok account has more than 4.6 million followers, and with the collaboration, it's pretty obvious who the Nelk Boys are voting for. They did interview Donald Trump once upon a time, so they have hands-on experience with Donald and agreed on most of his points of view. Trump also hosted the group on his plane after they hosted a bunch of pro-Trump pranks on their channel, which Trump praised during their time together.
I don't know what to say. We're on the first line, man. Let's get out of here. I gotta those people are waiting.
Dana White. While supporting former President Donald Trump during his rally in Madison Square Garden on Sunday, October 27, 2024, UFC President Dana White voiced his disapproval of Kamala Harris in New York City.
Now look at what's happened over the last 10 years. We have all seen it with our own eyes.
Dana White cautioned both those watching from home and those in attendance that supporting Kamala Harris would support the status quo and that vague pledges would not benefit Americans. According to Dana, Americans require a shift away from wide open borders and sky-high inflation. Additionally, he blamed the Biden-Harris administration's weakness overseas. If he's speaking at a Trump rally, it's obvious who he's voting for, isn't it?
I know I'm gonna choose real American leadership.
Mel Gibson. In a video published by TMZ, a photographer who caught Gibson as he walked through the airport asked, "The president is being voted on in days. What's your thoughts?" "Oh man, that's a big question." Gibson responded with a grin.
"Oh man, that's a big question."
"I don't think it's going to surprise anyone who I vote for. I'm going to guess Trump," the photographer told Gibson. "Is that a bad guess?" "I think that's a pretty good guess," Gibson replied, without endorsing the Republican by name. "What do you think the world would be like in a second Trump term?" the photographer asked Gibson as he continued to walk through the terminal. "I know what it'll be like if we let her in," Gibson responded, "and that ain't good." At that point, Gibson slowed down to, it appears, make his point to the camera. Appalling track record. No policies to speak of, and she's got the IQ of a fence post.
And she's got the IQ of a fence post.
At that point, the video concludes, so it's unclear if Gibson had words of praise for Harris's opponent, or if he's more driven by his distaste for the vice president. Elon Musk. Elon Musk established a political action committee in the spring of 2024 named America. He also recruited other well-known wealthy individuals from his Rolodex and then contributed an extra $75 million of his personal funds to the cause. America PAC has reportedly spent over $100 million to help Trump win re-election, sending out hundreds of canvassers to speak with voters one-on-one in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, according to filings with the Federal Election Commission. Elon made even more promises with money too. It's a no-brainer that he's voting for Trump. Elon has always been a proponent of free speech, and since he's bought Twitter, he's really been letting Trump slide. Dr. Phil. During his appearance at Donald Trump's rally in Madison Square Garden, Dr. Phil refuted the notion that the former president is a bully by telling the audience that he is tough as an old army boot.
He's tough as an old army boot.
In a prior interview with Trump for his network Merit Street Media earlier in 2024, Dr. Phil stated that he does not support political candidates, but he agreed with the former president's assertion that his prosecutions were unfair. At the rally, Dr. Phil said that he was not here to just stand up for Donald J. Trump. Lord knows he doesn't need me to stand up for him. He's tough as an old army boot. He's got lots of enemies, different groups that are scared, and between them, they have impeached him, indicted him, raided him, railroaded him, shot him, and sued him. And where is he? He's still standing.
And where is he? He is still standing.
John Schneider. The actor John Schneider has written multiple songs about the former president and is an outspoken admirer of Donald Trump. However, the former Dukes of Hazzard star caused a little bit of discussion last year when his remarks regarding the current president, Joe Biden, on the internet led to a Secret Service probe. John expressed his happiness after Biden withdrew from the campaign. As the election season draws to a conclusion, he's been encouraging his fans to cast their ballots this year, and we all know who he's supporting. Victoria Jackson. If you weren't aware, Victoria Jackson is a former SNL cast member, and she is so vocal about her Trump support, it's almost giving me tinnitus. She posted just over a year ago, September 18th, 2023, a video of Trump at a rally with the caption, "This is the real president, Trump. And since when is it illegal to question the integrity of an election? Why won't our courts look at the evidence? Liberal judges, there is evidence that Biden and Hunter did illegal international business dealings. Why aren't they in jail? I'm going to bed and pray." She sure is passionate, if anything. Joe Exotic. Joseph Maldonado Passage, better known as Joe Exotic, asked President Trump for a pardon in 2020. His application, which included a handwritten letter, was hand-delivered to the White House, and Trump was even asked if he would pardon Joe Exotic during a press conference. Joe was sentenced to 22 years in prison after a jury convicted him of a hitman plot and the illegal sale of tigers, among other things. Joe recently said he will be endorsing Trump from jail and even offered his services as director of the Fish and Wildlife Service in a second Trump administration. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. On August 23, 2024, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. put a halt to his own presidential campaign, and later that same day, he joined Donald Trump on stage to support the former president. Trump said that he would let Robert F. Kennedy Jr. go wild in dealing with issues related to food, medicine, and health in a potential second administration.
Having him is such a great honor. I've been friends of his for a long time.
I'm going to let him go wild on health. I'm going to let him go wild on the food. I'm going to let him go wild on the medicines, Trump told supporters at Madison Square Garden.
I'm going to let him go wild on medicines.
And I apologize for that Trump impression. RFK Jr. is said to lead a Make America Healthy Again campaign to lead the U.S. to a healthier lifestyle while part of the Trump administration. What are your thoughts on Trump's new supporters? Any you didn't expect? Let us know in the comments, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, sub if you want to see more videos like this one, and we hope you have a great day. Peace out.
Alright guys, as you know, before they're famous, they've partnered with Mogul Productions, which is allowing you access to Hollywood events and film sets. We're giving you the ability to either crowdfund as an investor or as a creator. And we're talking getting things like producer credits, access to red carpet events, stuff you could never have before. I mean, the Harvey Weinsteins and those guys who ran the world, well, the worst ones are locked away. And with the power of Web3, we're all getting our shot at doing what we love. I mean, you can even get a walk-on role in an upcoming feature film that's going to be released theatrically. There's no more Hollywood gatekeepers because Mogul Productions, well, they're making your Hollywood dreams a reality. And it's all through the power of Web3 and a tight-knit community. And we're also working with musical acts like Rello Renzano. Have you heard of him? Well, we just released his Before They Were Famous video, which included an in-depth interview. Take a look.
So can you tell us about your journey into music and what inspired you to become a musician?
I don't even know.
So for this project here, Mogul Productions, they've teamed up with Rello for his debut album release, Can't Escape the Allure. Now, this isn't just like your average album launch. It's a revolutionary opportunity for early supporters to share in Rello's success, earning a portion of the album's profits. And trust me, I interviewed him. This guy's going places. He's got the look, he's got the talent, he's even got some flavor. I'm rooting for him. Now, to make things even more interesting, Mogul is doing a token airdrop for those who want to get involved with this project and start investing in Mogul Productions. Now, what you need to do is you go over and sign up for the whitelist. That's at Zeely.io. And once you've done that, you leave a comment on one of the Before They Were Famous videos where you say done and your Zeely username. And that way, you'll be entered to win Mogul tokens. Now, they're going to allow you to spend some coin on future campaigns, like being a walk-on actor in a future movie. Heck, if you win one of those, I'll even go with you. I want to be in movies as well. Now, we got tons of collaborations and projects we'll be working on via Mogul in the future, and we update you at the end of every Before They Were Famous video, so be sure to stay tuned because we're going to be announcing new stuff each and every week. All right, till then, I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!